Well, this is much anticipated. We're talking over a year anticipated because we were anticipating him last year, and unfortunately we had a ridiculous thunderstorm. It was insane, and we had to shut things down early. Thankfully, we're not going to have that problem tonight. So, are we ready? All right, I'm going to get off the stage. I want him to have all the time he can possibly have. Please put your hands together for Colicchie.
How's everybody doing, Ohio? Go ahead. I'm overdosed, was found dead more than just a couple times. I'm fortunate today that I have made it out the other side. All I see was disappointment inside of my mother's eyes. Now it is up to me, I must recover or die. I'm overdosed, was found dead more than just a couple times. I'm fortunate today that I have made it out the other side. All I see was disappointment inside of my mother's eyes. Now it is up to me, I must recover or die. The misery that I've endured, it made me be a better man. Was skeptical and cautious. Every time I shook the devil's hand, I always had a voice, but no one was willing to listen. Recovery saved my life, and nobody can tell me different. Can we please have a moment of silence? For every addict that's died from drug-related violence, every day I take direction, I no longer show defiance. It's confetti's falling from the sky, now all I feel is strong. We're overcoming hardship, any terrain of obstacles, so never doubt yourself. I'm telling you that change is possible. I'm a changed man, I'm not the person that I used to be. Now everything I do is inspired by love and unity. We can make an impact, we just gotta work together. I never lost my faith ever since my first endeavor. I was tortured, bruised, and beaten, I was barely getting by. Now I'm smiling every day, I'm just happy to be alive. Overdose was found dead more than just a couple times. I'm fortunate today that I made it out the other side. All I seen was disappointment inside of my mother's eyes. Now it is up to me, I must recover or die. I'm overdose was found dead more than just a couple times. I'm fortunate today that I made it out the other side. All I seen was disappointment inside of my mother's eyes. Now it is up to me, I must recover or die. I've been given a million chances, I'm just trying to do it right. And anyone who lives in darkness, I'm just trying to be a light. Every day's a gift, listen, every breath is a blessing. And when I'm feeling anguish, I give you my best confessions. Can we have another moment of silence? For every addict that had a needle in the arm while they was dying, I'm here to spread some hope. Nothing about my life is private, cause I do this for the friends I lost. No one can keep me quiet. I have a program, this program has saved my life. You better believe I have a God, I'm praying day and night. Any problems, issues, or struggles, I'm brave enough to fight. I was on the verge of death, but now my future's looking bright. So comprehend that I'm a miracle that's feeling. Speaking about what I believe in while I'm battling my demons. I'm doing what is needed, now my message has a meaning. Cause my life's completely different, I swear to God that I'm dreaming. Overdose was found dead more than just a couple times. I'm fortunate today that I made it out the other side. All I seen was disappointment inside of my mother's eyes. Now it is up to me, I must recover or die. I'm overdose was found dead more than just a couple times. I'm fortunate today that I made it out the other side. All I seen was disappointment inside of my mother's eyes. Now it is up to me, I must recover or die. Thank you. My name is Colicchie, also known as Chaz Smith, and I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And it's an absolute beautiful night tonight. Before I even, go any further, I would truly like to thank, the Soberfest committee for, inviting me, and just to come here. And I truly mean this. Like everyone that I met today, and today, have been nothing but welcoming and, and loving and caring. And I don't know, it always means a lot to me. And yeah, so I was here last year. I did not get the chance to perform, and I was about an hour before I was about to go on, and it just completely just rained like a monsoon in so many words. And I was in that main building, and I was with my fiance, and I was like, we're just gonna make a run for it. And she's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yes, let's just go. And
And we did, and we were like, what? We just walk into the car, waddling really, because there was so much water, and there was like, you know, like Jeeps and trucks and everything like sinking into the field. That's how much water there was. And you know, we finally got back to my Jeep, and I was covered in water. She was soaked, and but it still was just an amazing time, and we just laughed about it the entire time. And I absolutely love Ohio. I'm serious. Anytime I come here, it has been nothing but beautiful. You know, and real quick, you know, for those that don't know who I am, I'm a person in long-term recovery. You know, I celebrated 8 years clean on June 7th of 2015. And that was not my first clean date, you know what I mean? I've had a few clean dates, but I've had multiple years clean a couple times, you know what I mean? And I would always get in these positions where I'd get my back against the wall and I'd have all these uncomfortable feelings and these new levels of anxiety and depression and all that, and I would always use. So I knew that this time when I came back that I really had to fall into that guideline and that belief of under any and all circumstances, no matter what, I will not use. I will not put any drugs or alcohol into my system regardless of how I feel. And it's a beautiful thing when you not only say that, but you believe it in your heart. And I'm telling you that I stay surrounded with people that have that mentality. And I'm telling you, whatever I'm going through, I always stay connected to my support group, and I always stay connected to the people around me. I look for healthy solutions today, you know, and recovery is so beautiful, because I would have nothing in my life today if it wasn't for it. I mean, absolutely nothing, you know, and it's a beautiful thing, and I'm going to do some more music. Heading nowhere fast, quickly, foot is on the gas. Lord, if you hear me, grab the wheel before I crash. I'm feeling my life is over, let me throw it in the trash. But I'm grateful I'm alive, thinking about the ones that passed. I try to pray, but sometimes I'm falling short. God will whisper quietly, the ball is in your court. And I'm doing my best just to drown a skill and shame. Trying to climb up out the gutter, but my life is still the same. This alcohol is numbing me, but only for the moment. I'm feeling weak and frail, but I refuse to ever show it. With all these racing thoughts, I find it hard to function now. Appetite for destruction, my stomach growls. I never really cared until the day my daughter was born. I used to enjoy hell, grab the devil by the horns. I'm not afraid of nothing, finding comfort in the storm. Listen, I have dead friends that I still haven't mourned. I'm going the wrong direction, won't you put me on the right track? Whatever life is throwing at me, I promise I'll fight back. This anxiety is part of me, it's hard to breathe, and this is what I'm dealing with. It's more than just my artistry. I want it calm and quiet, but my life is mostly stress. In the midst of chasing my dreams, I guess I overslept. I try to keep it moving, this depression's got a hold of me, and I would throw it all away if I was still the older me. I should ask for help, but really don't know who to call. See, I don't care, I'm not afraid to lose it all. I'm mad suicidal as I maneuver through these raindrops, swallowing these pills as I attempt to make the pain stop. All the flashbacks, the terror makes me cringe, cause I remember seeing blood inside of that syringe. I'm causing massive damage while I got the needle grip. See, I'm not a bad person, I'm just doing evil shit. I'm giving this all I got until the day I tap out. Welcoming encouragement, but I attract doubt. See, I'm jumping out my skin, I'm just trying to survive. The stress and agitation is colliding in my mind. What am I supposed to do? I feel I'm falling off the edge, and all these wrong decisions are revolving in my head. Growing up uncertain, my father was a stranger. Compassion's non-existent, I would rather feel the anger. I wanna end it, but I'm coping with this urge. Holding it together, but I'm broken and disturbed. I'm breaking every law while I'm eluding police. Resentments are the poison that is polluting my peace. So no one look at me, just let me go. I noticed I wanna pull the trigger, but I see the gun is loaded. Holding this gun to my head is making my arm tired. Took the knife up on my back and threw it in the bonfire. that love isn't real. I keep my eyes closed and I write what I feel. I've had my heart broken, that'll never heal. The man in the mirror is the person I tried to kill. I wanna do right, but I always fail. I'm fortunate for the fact that I'm not in jail. When I'm talking about my life, through the moment I inspire you. I'm coming from the bottom and dying in my high view. Any burden I can handle myself. I'm motivated by the pain that I felt, and I wish I was depressed less. You see, the girl of my dreams, she exists, but we just haven't met yet. I swear to God that I'm truly going insane. All I feel is pain, cause I don't ever wanna change. It's my fault, I'm the only one to blame. It's my confidence is smothered and suffocating in shame. I look around me and all I see is death, so I'm taking full advantage of every breath that is left. I wanted to give up, but I'll never tap out, cause I lost friends to the point I've lost count. I'm only here cause I chose to believe. You can call your girl, but I'm calling mine a queen. I think about you, do you think about me? Sex harder than the sand down on South Beach. Biting down on my neck like it was a mouthpiece. I'm not like these other guys, trust, never doubt me. Mean mugging as I stand tough. If you're coming from North of an eye to something, put your hands up. I've overdosed 6 times, so understand that I'm as happy and grateful to be alive. They used to tell me that I didn't stand a chance. Now it's middle fingers up as I'm waving both hands. I just laugh now cause any change is possible. They thought they knew my game plan, but then I called an audible. I'm a miracle and so are you too. So never let them tell you what you can and can't do. We were so close, then became rivalries. Get your ass over here now and come lie to me. Come lie to me and tell me what I mean to you. And tell me anything, it doesn't matter if it's even true. Every time, look, I trust too easily. I'm used to the abandonment and everybody leaving me. Together one day, the next day you left. Since you left, I haven't got a single text. Oh well, moving on, too strong, too calm, new bonds, proving everybody wrong. My whole life and everything I've ever been through turned me into a man, made me who I am. Now I stand here on a principle that you can never take. I'm smiling through the pain and any struggle that I face. I'm a heavyweight knockout champ, I'm a fighter. Just for the moment, I'm a heroin survivor. Now I'm a hope, give a faith, give a life, live a mic, spit a girl, get her, never been a quitter. My suicidal thoughts, they are coming less often as I try to build a legacy before I see it coffin. Who are you to criticize? Who are you to judge? I'm sick of all the agony and all the fake love. I'm still alive, so any problem I can take it as I'm rapping for the ones that never thought that they would make it. Am I alone? Can anyone relate? The loneliness of bringing to your knees and do you break? I tell my story through this music that I make. I promise you that I'm gonna be something great. And I'm proud of the person that I became. And everything in my life is about to change. I'm about to have a baby girl. I'm telling you now, she's gonna be my whole world. I'm telling you now, she's gonna be my whole world. I'm telling you now, she's gonna be my whole world. I'm telling you now, she's gonna be my whole world. I'm telling you now, she's gonna be my whole world. Thank you. You know, like I said, I wrote that song. Roughly, I don't know, 2 or 3 months before my daughter was born, and I always elaborate and share on this because it really is such a huge part of my story. You know, and when I at 18 months clean, I found out that I was going to be a father, and you know, at that moment, my life was already changing just by hearing them words. You know, but I mean, I talk about this all the time, but it's so true. Like when I got clean, like my life really did change so much. But the day I became a father, my life really changed. And I can't put enough emphasis on it. And I know everyone's recovery story is personal and it's different, but this is just for me. And I always elaborate on how like the things in life that I thought were important were no longer important. I didn't really care about like social status or what kind of shoes I had or who was doing what or how cool any of that. The only thing, I would look at my daughter and just think like, how could I mentally, physically, and spiritually take care of this little girl? You know, and I tried 6 years later. You know, her birthday was just in July, and she just started 1st grade. And and she does cheerleading too, and I get all teary-eyed when I watch her because it's just me, like, you know, like a drug addict like me that like truly could not get clean. A drug addict like me that used to kick on my mother's couch numerous times a month. I could not get a single hour clean. I just could not do it. In and out of psych wards, rehabs, detoxes, small jail stints. Like, I just could not put drugs down. And anytime I was locked up or would go to rehabs or whatever, they had the recipe and they would try to drill this stuff into my head and tell me exactly what to do. And I would hear them, but I would never listen because I would always leave and I would always get high within the first 6 hours. That was just my MO. And like I said, until I applied that unconditional surrender in every area of my life and really gave myself a chance. I'm talking about them times when you give yourself a chance, even though you feel like you don't deserve that chance, but you still give yourself that chance. And then you start to see this beautiful life, blossom right in front of your eyes. And then that gives you the hope. And then that gives you the faith to just go one more day and see where this life is going to take me. And I might not exactly, have all the motivation in the world, but I'm telling you, I really do cling on to just, sometimes that strength of just holding on for just one more moment because I want to see where tomorrow is going to take me. it feels right. Take my hand and walk with me. Yeah. And I know I have to make my own way with every breath that I take. And I must find my true self through my flaws and my faults. Always in the struggles I face. I won't fall, I won't break. And I must trust when I try. I'll survive through this life, through this life. Thank you. That's right, go Steelers. Yeah, I know. And, the next song that I'm gonna do is it's a song of mine. It's called "Come Back Home," and it's a song. Like I said, this last time when I came back, I had like 13 months clean, and I used for 4 days, just 4 days. And in that 4 days, my skin turned gray. I lost 89 pounds. I just burned every single bridge, destroyed relationships, almost lost my life just in 4 days. And, I had enough sense inside of me that, knew how much I believed in the 12-step program that I'm involved in, that I was like, I have to get back there. And, but this time when I came back, I really did struggle. I was always on that pink cloud and grateful and so happy to be alive, so happy to be clean, but not this last time. I was covered in this, severe, depression that I could not shake. When I had about, 15 days clean, I found this beat, and I wrote this, one of the fastest songs I ever wrote, and it truly saved my life. And,
Thank you.
yeah. I'm gonna play it for you.
Where'd you go? I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever that you've been gone.
I know it's been a while since we spoke, but I can see it in your face that you're spiritually broke. I know you're modest and you never like the boast, but I'll always see you fight and you never give up hope. You'll be yourself again, it's gonna take a while. I know you're not happy, you don't gotta fake a smile. You used to be the best son to your mother, now you're stuck feeling sorry for yourself under the covers. Be yourself with me, that's all that I'm asking you. I want you back, want you healthy, want you laughing too. So when you're feeling down and out with them shadow views, be a man, just do everything you have to do. You need to stop all them suicidal thoughts, and when it going crazy, look, it's vital that you talk. I wish that you could see everything I see in you. It's something special and I wish you would believe it too. It's hard to pray when you're resentful with God, so on, thinking you're in charge, but it's really just a mirage. Barricaded, but I see you're sharp and hard. And if you screw her, it will not cover them scars. Listen, you seem distant from everything that you're going through. One of the strongest people that I ever met is you. You gotta pick yourself up and never turn back. Everybody make mistakes, I hope you've learned that.
I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever that you've been gone.
You rap her ass off and really never kid what others think. Now that's God's will, push her to the brink. I see you're scared, I can see the fear in you. You got 25 days clean, that's a true miracle. You never run your mouth at something that you seldom see. Something that you seldom see. In any issue, you just speak about yourself. Do you understand all the people that you've helped? Forget yesterday, it's gone, this is now. You're gonna do amazing things and make your sister proud. Give yourself a chance, stop this abusive hate. You're getting thinner, I can tell you're losing weight. And I've noticed that you changed for the worse. Your body is embodied in that pain and it hurts. Friends count on you, others say you're doubting you. You gotta show them all everything that you're about to do. You become numb, come and climb out that hottest spot. I see them dry tears, I can tell you cry a lot. Let it go and let go of all the shame. I know it's rough praying to the same God that you blame. I see you're all alone, you need a star to keep your nights lit. I know you're dying for someone to share your life with. Nothing's fair in this world where we're from. You're a good looking guy, you could have any while they rummage through the clutter. I know you think about them two decisions that you made, but you're both doing fine, everything is okay. I heard you're going down south and get your head straight. Focus on improvement as you're counting off the dead weight. You stand back more than others in the crowd. Look back on this and smile. I have faith in you, you're gonna get better. You're gonna be phenomenal and be stronger than ever. You're a great artist, don't you ever question that. Maneuver through the music under the pressure, you adapt. You never got the recognition you deserve, but still you're motivated with your talent and the words. You take your problems and reveal them through the mic, and you've never been afraid to ever talk about your life. To any stranger you would speak about your secrets and insecurities. I know you dream of freedom. This will pass and the feelings will subside, and the stuff they're dealing with is slowly killing you inside. You gotta move forward, just be willing to try. You gotta find gratitude, you're breathing still alive. Yeah, I know you wanted to die this last month. The fuel was on the fire, pulling triggers on gas pump. So come back better, show everyone it's a new you. You can do anything in this world that you choose to. It's camouflage, agony's really what we just call life. Trust me, I promise you everything will be alright. You never let me down and now I need a friend. I miss you, Chaz, and I'm praying that we meet again. You know, like I said, like that song really did like just, I mean, honestly, physically at that time saved my life, because I was able to put all of my feelings, you know, into this one song of exactly about, you know, just being in the position of coming back yet again. You know what I mean? Like here I am back at day one, like yet again. And it was very inspiring to, you know, to myself. And shortly after that, you know, I lived in Wilmington, North Carolina for like a couple months, truly just to get my head straight. And there's a line in that song where it talks about like there's gonna be a day when you look back on this and smile. And I'm telling you, like, you know, I rarely listen to that song, but when I do listen to it, it always makes me smile. Because I think about how different my life was from back then, 8 years ago, to it is right now. You know, just take 1 year, for instance. Look how much can change in just 1 year. I mean, your entire life can change in just 1 year. You know, let alone 8, you know, and just looking back, like, you know, I got clean, and like I said, then I became a father, you know, and then I was put in a position where, like, you know, I got a good job, and then I was in a position where, like, you know, I could, you know, I bought a house, a dream house that I absolutely love, and then I was in a position where, you know, I ended up getting engaged, you know, and these are just all things that wouldn't be possible if it was not for just the recovery aspect of it all. And I did, for those who don't know, I did get engaged, you know, last September, and here is my beautiful fiance right here. Her name is Hannah Boyle. Everyone give her a round of applause. And honestly, I'm not putting her on Front Street, but when I tell you that, like, God really did deliver me a saint, He did. And I could not be more grateful for it.
I'm living in a fantasy that I don't wanna end. Reaching new heights. I welcome you to my life. I know I must do what's right. Work hard all day and all night. Can't lose, stay strong, I must fight. Push myself, reaching new heights. Let me try again, swinging for the fences. I'm living in this fantasy that I don't wanna end. As I close both my eyes tight, I'm the boring type, catching early morning flights, staring out the window as I ponder is the more to life. The high cost of low living, can't afford the price. I'm trying to reach his newest heights off this quarter pipe. I'll handle anything that's coming through the door tonight. I criticize myself, but really I was born to write. Sitting in that jail cell, I remember hunger pains. I remember thinking that I'll never reach my mother's age. More responsible, more decisions. Feeling crippled and left me in poor condition. Treachery is present and that jubilance is missing. Repeat the same mistakes cause I never seem to listen.
stomach and the stress. All my problems are abundantly expressed as I plummet to the deck while you coming at my neck. You're either dealing with the trauma or you're punishing the next. I know I must do what's right. Work hard all day and all night. Can't lose, stay strong, I must fight. Push myself, reaching new heights. Let me try again, swinging for the fences. I'm living in a fantasy that I don't wanna end. As I close both my eyes tight, I welcome you to my life. Never holding resentments, my pure intentions got me talking about my life until there's nothing more to mention. I'm not a social guy, don't like to vocalize. I see the beauty in the struggle through these open eyes. I remember back then when I would hope to die. You made something out of nothing, yeah, so did I. I'm not floating, just exposing all my broken cries. I was living in survival mode with no supplies. It's a hand from the devil that I shake. I want a dime, but I'll settle for an 8. My time is always taken from the schedule I create. So incredibly, I face the hardest levels I embrace. I stand back, need space, need enough to grow. When it comes to self-sabotage, I always jump alone. Never chauffeured, I always have a lot of drive. I'm just trying to be the hero through my daughter's eyes. I know I must do what's right. Work hard all day and all night. Can't lose, stay strong, I must fight. Push myself, reaching new heights. Let me try again, swinging for the fences. I'm living in a fantasy that I don't wanna end. As I close both my eyes tight, I welcome you to my life. Thank you. You know, I also want to say too, like, if you're still here, like, rocking with me, like, that's absolutely awesome. I know it's been a long day for a lot of everyone that's been here, so this is absolutely incredible. Like I'm drowned in my surroundings. I'm searching for that acceptance, I haven't found it. I'm having trouble breathing from everything that is happening. I'll go without support before I ever have to ask again. These bottled emotions, I'm hoping in them now. I'm living reckless till I'm throwing in a towel. The recipient of torture, why do I do this to myself? Why do I put myself down and refuse to ask for help? I'm hanging on through all the hurricanes and thunderstorms. I'm yelling I am strong, then I smack it with an underscore. I could run away, but I would rather face my problems as I deal with my depression. For wintertime, the art, I paint a picture of such a desolate derelict. I need to stop the self-abuse, but I don't care to quit. I'm willing to go the extra mile so I don't self-destruct. Let's talk about this agony and how I've had enough. My back's against the wall, accustomed to the pressure. Pessimism's creeping in, I'm praying it gets better. I remember the moments they didn't have a friend in sight, thinking it was easier to call it quits and end my life. My fractured personality and distorted perception. If I choose to cut you off, it's simply more for my protection. Don't ask me how I'm quiet, let me mind my own business. Truly hope I made an impact by the time that I am finished. I'm feeling empty, I got nothing left to give. Everyone is falling dead around me, how do I expect to live? I feel the anger as I calmly make a fist. Attempting to get vulnerable, I have to take a risk. Mentally exhausted and physically I'm drained. Suffocated by the guilt, it's forcing me to change. The doubt and hesitation's flowing, pumping through my vein. As I recollect on happiness, now nothing is the same. I find a strength, the fact that millions know my name, but that has never filled me confidence, it's only brought me shame. I'm saying it's my fault, but I am not the one to blame. You see, I never felt that confidence, they hold me in restraints. I'm alright though, I'm gonna be okay. I'm doing what it takes for me to see another day. With any worry that I have, I throw it in my music. Now I try to practice faith, but there's moments I fear the future. I'm not afraid of using, I'm afraid of truly failing. The person that I'm viewing in the mirror's my assailant. I'm beating myself up with any object I can hold. I'm telling myself I'm useless in these comments that are cold. My mental health is damaged and I'm feeling like I'm stranded all alone in the unknown. And I am only trying to manage my reactions to the feelings that I'm feeling. I'm in pain. I truly can't believe this is the person I became. I'm falling by this gloom and many days it's hard to smile. excessive thoughts. I'm just wishing, holding on until I'm less distraught. I show a blank expression as I'm suffering in silence. I'm holding it together, but my spirit's slowly dying. Chaotic circumstances, I prefer to dwell in misery. I know there's a solution when this agitation's killing. Hate me, then you love me, but your words will never break me. So I'm following you, God, to anywhere you wanna take me. Something that I should be grateful for. Cause life is hard, overwhelming, I can't take no more. I'm not complaining, this my version of explaining. See, everything was simple, now I'm witnessing it changing. Through all the agony, I've always gave you all of me. Torturing myself and never asked for an apology. Through my experience, the drugs will never fix me. But whatever path is presented, I'm not resisting. I would probably die if I ever chose to use again. Just leave me in the ashes unattended till the music ends. On the saddest days, I try to find the strength to pray, but I'm just watching my will to live in spirit decay. So what am I supposed to do with everything I'm going through? I'm tired of feeling so damn lost. I just want the whole entire world to stop. Severely blinded, where am I going in this taxi ride? My life is messed up, but honestly can't act surprised. The fact that I'm alive, breathing simply, that's a sign. It's everything to me, but to you it's probably just asinine. I'm never comfortable with my skin, always nervous. And everything that's happening, it has to have a purpose. No matter what's accomplished, I just never feel completed. As I'm thinking about my life and how it's crumbling to pieces. Nothing ever stays the same, and it's okay to feel afraid. It's hard to face who I am. I'm just living, trying to do the best I can. Traveling a lonely road, trying to find my way back home. I would rather stand alone. I would rather do this all on my own. I've had enough in my heart, I know I'm done. I'm feeling my solution is gripping tightly a loaded gun. Maybe I'm just hopeless, a natural born sinner. Barrel to my head, but do I really pull the trigger? Suicide is real, this stuff has never been a joke. And I ain't feeling my life is over, whether I do it or don't. Cause even if you can't relate to what's revealed, if anything, just try to identify with how I feel. Game over, maybe it's the last level. I need to slow it down, my foot is on the gas pedal. I feel the tension as I'm sensing your rejection. I would hate to ever have to beg for your acceptance. So what am I supposed to do with everything I'm going through? I'm tired of feeling so damn lost. I just want the whole entire world to stop. I was left to die, look God, I needed you. I was doing fine until I opened social media. My phone's a weapon and it got me feeling trapped. And if she doesn't text me back, then trust me, I'ma deal with that. I know I'm loved, but sometimes it's hard to feel it. So instead I'm laying on the floor just staring at the ceiling, questioning the motives that I have and who I am. I truly feel the pressure caving in, I'll handle it the way I can. Nothing ever stays the same, and it's okay to feel afraid. It's hard to face who I am. I just want to try to do the best I can. I'm traveling a lonely road, trying to find my way back home. I would rather stand alone. I would rather do this all on my own. to dream of death when I was passed out on the kitchen floor. I'm a hurricane coming, a vicious storm. Someone told you I was overrated, sadly you've been misinformed. I make them nervous every time that I begin to rap. You can judge me, raise your hand where my critics at. I went from bottles of liquor to bottles of the Similac. I've always gotten girls and never had to use the Tinder app. I'm getting older but my future's looking bright. I always drive around and listen to music, that's how I ride. I never run my mouth and stuff is watertight. It's many blessings in the day but then it's arguments at night. We both pray but we're not praying to the same God. I'm more dangerous than juggling some chainsaws. Them Mopanas, they were making me insane. See, I'm down to try anything that will take away the pain. Dead, broken, poor, I never cared about the opulence. You pressure me to do something, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm independent, self-supporting, I'm autonomous. I jotted down my fears, but my resentments had a longer list. I work hard, I always try to win. I'm rapping about the topics that will surely make you cringe. You never heard of me, that's gotta be a sin. I've been killing it since MySpace, where the hell have you been? You're claiming you're a man, but honestly you're just a grown child. White powder, so much coke, need a snowplow. I made mistakes, I never knew how to slow down. Back then I wish you knew everything that I know now. I remember Northside, ducking task force. Now I travel as I'm slamming for my passport. I'm feeling free, it's the reason that I laugh a lot. This music is my drug, it gets me higher than an astronaut. You'll never catch me slipping even on some black ice. I'm that nice, right? Music is my hash pipe. My tongue will slice as I'm walking with my weapon drawn. I'm finding what I'm feeling and I rip it out my lexicon. I threw my loaded pistol in the wishing well. When you could try to screw me over, I promise I'll never kiss and tell. I'm feeling anxious till the rush comes. I put thousands of dollars inside of my daughter's trust fund. Verbal pesticide from anger that I kept inside. I patiently waited my turn, but finally I'm next in line. I never been afraid to tell you who I am. When I travel out of state, I'm taking pictures with fans. She doesn't see my vision, I'ma do this till I'm dead and gone. She's telling me I'm nothing, so of course I gotta prove her wrong. Give me a second while I'm addressing this record with these specialized confessions while ignoring your suggestions. Is everyone still rocking with me? Even just a little bit, even just a little bit. Like I said, thank you for sticking and staying out here. This is absolutely amazing. The crowd, the energy, the vibe, everything about it. Truly grateful, you know what I mean? Truly grateful to, travel 3 hours to be here with everyone tonight and just have such an amazing time with, no violence or anything like that. And it's been incredible. And so I have 2 more songs. My next song is pretty long, so but I don't know.
You better.
My pain's deep, I've been through hell. I managed to survive, so I got a story to tell. Listen, I stand victorious, make the sign of the cross. Look, I'm here to be the voice for every friend I've ever lost. Let me pray as I put together my hands. I've never been ashamed to tell you the person I am. When it comes to doing drugs, I've never been a rookie. But hold up, let me tell you about the places that they took me. I haven't showered, it's been possibly a week. And I'm so deep in a psychosis, impossible to speak. The coke is in my arm, now it's impossible to speak. My throat's numb, closed shut, so it's impossible to eat. Losing weight's a part of my daily routine. I always use against my will, just praying I was clean. So nod your head if you understand what I mean. When I was growing up, I never thought that I would be a fiend ever. My life's tumultuous, it's never getting better. Another abscess from the arm is getting severed. My exquisite vision, depiction of their religion. Living conditions, malicious on a mission. All these green tree cops, but they don't know me by my first name. Paramedics had to revive me to say it again. I've worn the same clothes for like the last 10 days. And look, I wanna do better, but I don't know a different way. Completely all alone, I'm sitting in this room. They empty out the Brax brown liquid in the stone. I have to do a lot, can no longer do a little. The water's been added to place the cotton in the middle. I'm sucking every drop of it to this plastic devices. I am tying off, trying to find a decent vein to strike. I shove it ever so gently up underneath my skin as I'm pulling back the plunger till there's blood in the syringe. I push it in and try to drift away cocaine and choke. I'm smoking on a Newport, I never have any hope. This is me, I'm feeling like I don't deserve more. I feel disgusted as I'm pushing on this burnt chore. Someone stole the vinegar in the midst of another shooting gallery, another crack house. On the porch, welcome to hell is on the floor, man. I'm glancing at my arms and all I ever see is sword tracks. I feel the filthy, dirty needles with the orange caps peeking out the window. Someone whispers, "Lock the door latch." We're blasting off, departing from this mothership. I look around as others search the carpet for another head. Crest whitening strips and bond threes. I'm on a suicidal mission till these cops try to stop me. We boosted every day selling steaks for half price. Any dream I ever had was shattered like glass pipes. Glass rose, devil got me in his lasso. Enter the gates of hell when I didn't even have a passcode. I'm hard-headed, I will never learn my lesson. You know the drill, commit a crime and get arrested. The misery never ends, I spend another week in jail. I don't have friends, family never pay my bill. So I would withdraw and kick on that concrete floor. Feel I've had enough, but my body is screaming more. The food is horrible, but I haven't eaten in days. No reason to go home, cause I got nothing left to say. I'm tired of this jail, I don't ever wanna see prison. Look, I'm tired and exhausted from this life that I ain't living. I'd get a couple days clean and say that I was done. But every time I got released, I was back on the run. It's back to thieving, robbing, robbing and ripping and running. These problems, I don't solve them, I'm crippled and sick to my stomach. I hang with prostitutes and these deadly degenerates. I'm homeless for the moment, but that's really quite irrelevant. The only thing that matters in life is my next time. I gotta be willing to change and give them my best try. I'm a servant and this heroin's my king. I'm feeling like a slave as I dangle from these puppet strings. I'm just a marionette, I'm staring at death as I am carrying regrets that is tearing through my flesh. We're dealing with a topic we're so careless and neglect. We're dealing with a dilemma, leaving every parent stressed. I'm so sick and tired though of being sick and tired. But then it finally happened, motivated by desire. I hit this point, I wanted to change, enough is enough. My efforts been exhausted and I'm tired of being stuck. My faith is never blind and my future I barely see. But overnight was open-minded, I had this moment of clarity. So it begins and it's essential, I believe. Cause if it worked for you, then it just has to work for me. Through all this pain, there's gotta be a positive message. I talked about the past, now let's talk about the present. I'm no longer living that way, for me it's a blessing. But with one bad decision, I am back in that obsession. In 03 was diagnosed with hepatitis C. I utilized the bad, it's always been the fuel for driving me. And then you ask me why do I give this my all. I'm not trying to see rest in peace on my Facebook wall. I got clean in 05 and started rapping. I started touching lies, I never thought that this would happen. Stuff today, trust me it isn't heroin. It's killing everybody and the comments are disparaging. No one cares or really cares that I'm clean.